la. Smoky gray. I laughed my butt off. You want to wear gray and you want to appeal to the young kids. Don't be giving us all that. Wrong with it. I thought it was funny.
It was funny. If you can't laugh at different storylines in college athletics, then what are you doing? What are we doing here? When it comes to college athletics, Swain, sometimes it can be about gray areas as well.
Oh, I like gray areas.
You look for them every once in a while?
When the time is appropriate.
Yeah. So here we are. It's May 20th. We're inching toward college football season. We're getting closer, which is undoubtable. I don't know if we're getting closer to NIL rules and finalization. I don't know.
No one knows, Josh. It's okay. But I like gray area. Hey, honey, can you take out the trash? Sure. He wasn't told to do it right then.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't told to you that it was supposed to be done the same day or the next day or maybe end of the week. We like gray area, and that's where we are right now, college athletics. And if you're smart, you should be thinking a couple steps ahead. You should be thinking about tomorrow. You should be thinking about, okay, what can hurt us? And how can we protect ourselves from getting hurt and being at a disadvantage? Because remember, this is sports, and everything that you do is all about creating an advantage. The workouts that you go through, it's about an advantage. Why do the same workout as everyone else? Why use the same equipment as everyone else? Why work out the same length as everyone else? It's all about obtaining the advantage. Do a little bit more with a different type of technology. It's all about the advantage, man. Hey, let's run this system. This will give us an advantage. Let's go up tempo. This will give us an advantage. Hey, let's sign this 5-star who is bigger and better than everybody in America.
That can create an advantage.
Man, what an advantage that is. Hey, you know what? 2013, Robert Gillespie was running back coach at Tennessee, came from South Carolina where he coached with Steve Spurrier. They had an issue with getting started in early games. So Tennessee, Dave Hart, Butch Jones said, you know what? Let's see if they want to play an early game. That might help us with the upset and give us the advantage. And it worked. It's all about the advantage, man.
Week we've discussed updated laws in the state of Tennessee where maybe some advantages could be created or at least anticipated, depending on how things go with the House settlement. I guess it's worth pointing out some of what we talk about is pending other decisions that are made. But last night, Ross Dellinger had a story at Yahoo Sports reporting that power conferences have circulated a plan that would require schools to waive their right to sue the College Sports Commission, which is the new entity created in the wake of the settlement with the House settlement with the NCAA to police athlete compensation. If the schools do not sign, according to the report at Yahoo, they could face expulsion from their conferences and risk being blackballed from playing other power conference programs. One of the quotes in the story at Yahoo was from an athletic director who has seen the document, who said, quote, you have to sign it or we don't play you. But there will, of course, be pushback to the idea of signing it as we discuss, okay, well, but we're going to have our state laws on our own behalf here. So what are you going to do? You're going to fight us in court?
You don't sign the document, we won't play you? Really?
That's what the AD said.
Like I wish we could have did that when we had to go tackle Derrick Henry. When we had to go block Javon Curse. Wilson. We refuse to play you. That sounds so little league to me. Hold on. No. Thaddeus is well over the weight limit. There's no way our little kids can tackle him. He should be on the offensive defensive line. We're not playing you. We cancel. We forfeit. What? We got not play a team because they're not going to sign a document because what? They're cheating? Oh, that never happens in this conference. That never happens in college football. We're not going to play you because we know you're cheating. There, man.
Well, I'm trying, but it's difficult to flow because this is all still confusing. In that,
there's no flow. It's stopped up.
Yeah,
stopped up with a bunch of you know what.
That is right.
I like to call it bull droppings.
That's a better way to say it for FCC purposes, and because that's kind of fun too.
It just sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, college athletics it's all spread out with a lot of bull droppings.
There you go, Josh.
So I'll tell you what, we'll come back.
Sounds like you just got away from something, didn't it?
It does, yeah.
Feels good, don't it?
Hey, report that.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for Tennessee? Does it mean anything? Those are some of the questions. I love that it's a late night report too. So some people found out about it last night and they go to bed kind of pondering. Some wake up this morning. What's this? Plus Andy Staples, he already was able to speak to Danny White and put out a column in response to the somewhat late night. It's late by my hours, by the way, to be clear. I think it was like 8:30. Late night is my description. So Andy Staples on part of what it means for the state of Tennessee, which really means the University of Tennessee.
No, Josh, it's about Vanderbilt and Memphis.
No doubt about it.
MTSU.
MTSU, Austin P, with all due respect to all of them.
Lipscomb.
Mm-hmm. Belmont.
Can't forget about Belmont.
Ton of appreciation for Belmont.
Yeah, it's about all of us.
Yep.
One Tennessee.
Yep, UT Martin.
Yeah. One Tennessee.
One Tennessee.
One Tennessee.
One state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, Andy Staples on what does it mean? Does it mean anything? What are we doing here? We'll discuss coming up and invite you to be a part of the conversation. 865-656-9900 to join us. Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward on Josh and Swain.
Football coverage where you get insight unlike any other. No one covers the balls like 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Homeowners, the biggest fear is an electrical emergency, maybe an HVAC emergency or a plumbing emergency. It's the last thing that we want to deal with. You don't know what it's going to cost or if it's going to be fixed or if someone is just trying to sell you something when it's time to get it fixed. Well, when you call Hiller, plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical, you don't have to worry about that. The price that you're told is the price that you'll actually pay. No hidden fees, no surprises when you get your bill. Hiller's been in business for over 35 years. Family owned and operated. The techs, experienced, professional, trustworthy, all background and drug screen. And when they're on their way, you will get a photo of that tech and a link to track them in real time so you know exactly when they pull up to the front door to fix your issue. 100% satisfaction guarantee of happy you'll be or the service is free. To book online, for more information about how you can book, go online, happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime.
The success ad matters at University of Maryland Global Campus because we're a school for real life.
An accredited state university, UMGC lets you earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning, life, and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. We offer affordable tuition and online and hybrid courses. No application fee if you apply by May 30th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99. In-store only, limit supplies. See store for details. Choose Syntec exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Cadillac of Knoxville invites you to shop our most complete inventory of new Cadillacs in the last 5 years. Get low 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $2,000 competitive cash allowance on a new 2025 Cadillac Lyriq. And join us on the links at the Corn Ferry Golf Tour to see our newest inventory and get free tickets when you come visit our showroom. Only at CadillacofKnoxville.com. With approved credit, see dealer for complete details. Offer ends 6/2/25.
Windrock Tales from the Trail.
There I was, looking up at this seemingly insurmountable path forward. As I hopped out of the side-by-side to assess the challenge the Trail 16 posed, my heart raced as I looked for the proper line to take on this double black diamond beast of a trail. A voice in the back of my head whispered, "Let's send it."
Windrock Park has over 300 miles of trails for you to experience ultimate adrenaline. Head to windrockpark.com to plan your adventure today.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain's here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. You can join us this afternoon, as always, by calling or texting. We invite you to share your thoughts, questions. Plenty of questions out there with the future of college athletics, NIL rules, the House settlement. What will it all mean? We'll take a couple of steps back. I thought this was a pretty good breakdown in terms of trying to clarify what's happened, what's going on with the Tennessee state law, how might it affect what happens with the House settlement and future rules in college athletics. This is from Andy and Ari earlier today. Andy Staples wrote about it at on3.com and talked about it on his show earlier today. Andy Staples with an updated timeline on changes that have taken place in the state of Tennessee related to NCAA rules either now or into the future.
On May 1st, the Tennessee legislature passed a law. It was basically replacing the state's NIL law. And it did a couple of things. One of the things it did is it said the schools in the state can pay athletes directly. That is what everybody's doing in every state. They're changing their laws or they're getting an executive order from their governor that lets them pay athletes directly because they're going to be able to do that when the House settlement gets approved, which we think is going to happen soon. But what the folks in Tennessee are concerned about, and the people at the University of Tennessee helped them craft this legislation. So when I say Tennessee, I'm referring to the state and to the university. What they think is going to happen is this is all going to blow up because here's what the House settlement says. You can pay athletes directly up to a percentage of the average revenue in the power conferences. So in this coming school year, the cap that the school could pay out is $20.5 million. In addition to that, athletes can go get NIL deals on their own, which is fine. Everybody's okay with that. Where it hangs up is they want to have this enforcement system where the deals get vetted, and if it looks like it's just for football and not for like a legitimate advertising or endorsement purpose, and it's not quote unquote market value, then the deal would be invalidated if the player would like to play. And you have to go back and renegotiate and create a deal that would get approved. This is not going to hold up. And a lot of people understand that because it is still the schools and the conferences unilaterally imposing a wage cap on the athletes. It is illegal in this country for competitors to collude to price fix a labor market. That is what they keep getting in trouble in the courts for. They can't do that.
Andy Staples earlier today. So he noted Tennessee thinks this will all blow up. We're waiting on the House settlement to get finalized, the revenue share to begin in July, and for schools to pay athletes directly. Schools are planning for this. They're budgeting, figuring out what percentage will go to each sport, all of those different things. But that will not be the limit of what is spent, so you're looking for other ways to compensate athletes. Well, that comes back to NIL, which is name, image, likeness. And if there's supposed to be a group, if there's supposed to be an enforcement part of this to monitor NIL for fair market value, who is to say what is fair? Who is to tell a booster or representative, no, you can't pay that athlete that amount? That's where you run into potential problems. So this idea that, hey, we're getting close to getting everything settled, we might run into even more problems moving forward. So Tennessee has the new law, and was described by Mitt Winter last week, I think, when he was writing about this. He's a sports attorney, follows what's going on at the collegiate sports level, was quoted in the Yahoo Sports story. Tennessee is the most NIL-friendly state. So we believe that we're going to see some kind of settlement and clarification of what the future is, but it might just create more questions and more confusion and more differences of opinion about how the future should be operated in terms of paying athletes.
Athletes are sitting back saying, take your time. We don't need a resolution anytime soon. Take your time. Because they are the ones who are benefiting the most from all the confusion, all the clutter, all the mess that's trying to be sorted out. And while it's trying to be sorted out, if you're a school, your job is to win. Yeah, you can present ideas here and there, but you have to do whatever you can to create an advantage and win. Because if you don't, then you're not going to survive. ADs are not going to survive. Coaches are not going to survive. You have to deal with the landscape, do the best that you possibly can in this landscape. Well, it's a hot mess right now until there's a resolution and until things get a little bit clear. But it doesn't seem like we're going to see that anytime soon.
It doesn't seem like it. So how do we get there? Because there's this idea, well, you need somebody in charge. Well, who do you put in charge? Who are people going to trust to be in charge? Conferences have their own objective. Even in some cases like this, you might be talking about power conferences working together, but the SEC still has its own objective as a single conference. Same for the Big Ten, same for the Big 12, same